Okay. Hello, world. It's time to continue with the Mega Man X randomizer. We only have 2 stages and Sigma to finish off, and then we will be getting to tier list time, which... I should set that up beforehand, so give me 1 second here. Huh? What's going on? Where is it? Okay. Oh no. Okay. But for now, let's kill that and switch that on. There we go. We have to make a quick pit stop somewhere else though. I realized I never got that sub-tank that was eluding me in Spark Mandrill's stage. I forgot I got the boomerang, so I can't just go pick that up. So where is Spark Mandrill's stage? It is hiding behind Chill Penguin. So I can also get the hard tank in here. Oh no, what's going on? Why? Okay, I know what to do. Do I know what to do? I don't know what to do. That should fix it. I think. We'll see what happens. Perfect. Oh. I bet I'm gonna have like 2 ammo for this. Oh hey. Also, in all that confuffling, I forgot to put the chat up. There we go. You stream once and then you suddenly think you have everything figured out and you don't need to make any pre-plans. You can just do it on the fly. Right, gravity. Gravity is completely terrible. Just as a concept in general, but in this game, in this randomizer, we're still dealing with the effects of super gravity. Do I have to fight? I do. Unfortunate. I forgot the dash is slower than walking. I just enter autopilot when I start playing this game. Oops. Doesn't matter. We can get dinged up all we need. Okay, this might actually be... this might actually not be possible. Like... Oh, hey, there we go. Perfect. The exact... Almost ran out of ammo. Oh, don't do this yet. Oh, I shouldn't need to actually mash my way back to the title screen or anything like that. I think I can just play the game. Ooh, the zeros. The real zeros. No! It begins. Oh no! I'm gonna hear the start of this song too many times. Oh, right. The boss order here is going to be randomized, too. The return of No Chill Penguin. Oh, the double? Unfortunately, like, this weapon is so unwieldy to use. Dang. Well, at least it's just Chill Penguin. Wait! No! It's happening again! The nightmares return! No! Well... Oh, I didn't see... Ricky followed me probably right before the stream started. Thank you. I always get anxious that I didn't test my overlay. I didn't press the test alert button in Streamlabs just to see if it works. And I take it on good faith that it does. The next time I blow it, I'll guess I'll just test it real quick. Nope! I almost blew it immediately. See if I can hit him with that double again. Wow. Just give up. Okay. So I think I've actually figured out why he lost his hitbox. It seems to be something that's broken with the reflect encoding, or the reflect code on the characters, because the R5J55, RTJ555 had that same problem. See ya. Nope. No! Buzz off, dude! Okay. Should've went the other way. No! No, okay. So will they keep Storm Eagle here, or will they... I guess you have to kind of have to keep Storm Eagle here. Wait! What? I destroyed that! Or did I just imagine that I did? Okay, I imagined it. Easy peasy. Oh, jeez. Oh, nice. Dang it. I think we'll just do the throw here, and then we'll have a better chance the second time around. I'd rather not waste my slingshot ammo, though it's a gun that has some pretty decent charge in it, or a pretty decent ammo count. Yep. I can also appreciate the newfangled... I actually have no clue how I'm going to fight this boss because... Oh, this color's not... Dang, just... We didn't come out. Okay. Okay, Ring Debanga. I don't care much for Ring Debanga. He's just a wall. Who makes a robot that's just a wall? But I can't even make... There's nobody here for me to even be able to make... That's the wall, brother! Jokes about. You signaling for the choke slam. You know what that means? The choke slam. D-Rex is next. I don't remember D-Rex's stage at all is the problem. Whose music is this? Well, this should be Sting Chameleon, I think, but it's... Oh, here's Quinn. Where he is? Please no command grab. Oh. Wow, used exactly all the ammo. The music's different again. Oh, we can farm. Ooh, the enhanced gravity makes farming even more powerful. Oops. I need another ammo drop, friends. Let me at least get my ammo back for this foolish endeavor. Which I don't think I'll get. Nope, I am going to be in dire straits when it comes time to fight Flame Mammoth. But I don't think the Flame Mammoth rematch will be bad. Oh, here's Stinking Alien. I didn't notice he was red the first time. Put him in the infinite. Easy peasy. Will the music be different again? Yep. This wasn't the one that I wanted. Also not super useful. Wait, did you not fight Flame Mammoth? You don't fight Flame Mammoth in the rematches in this game, I don't think. I honestly don't remember. You know, it's really weird. I thought there was way more to... Oh no, what is this? Will it just be Octopardo? Huh. Oh, geez, this is a particularly strange fight to have completely different physics in. Just because the timing for this jump is not ideal. Easy adjustment. Not as easy as I thought. The square bubbles. You may not know this, but robots do in fact breathe square bubbles. Oh no, he's here. It's him. I hope he doesn't turn the floor into lava again. Huh? Huh. I guess it only works on this first fight. You can normally... oh, I'm out of ammo. You can cut off off his trunk, which is a thing I always forget you can do, because he's fighting Flame Mammoth after they fight Boomer Coanger. Easy. No, I guess it just doesn't work on the refight. Is this right into D-Rex? Oh, it is. D-Rex looks cool. He has that going for him. I despise fighting him. He's also kind of just a tank with two parts. Oh, jeez. Oh, don't know how I'm going to handle this. What was his weakness? I thought it was rolling shit. I can't just use everything I have. Oh jeez. We have enough. I'll just X-Spell Strim down. Oh god, he gets faster. There we go. I heard the reflect sound and I got a little terrified that he was going to lose his hitbox at the last second. But that's D-Rex. I'm not sure how I feel. Again, he is just a tank, but he does look cool. And he is named after a Tyrannosaurus. Luckily, nobody's here, and now I can just not say a word. Why isn't the intro stage? We have some time we gotta fill here. So I need to fill these heart tanks. Or sub-tanks, because there is no way I am gonna beat Sigma without needing any of all of these. Is that a 1-up? It had to have been a 1-up. That wasn't the sound of a heart tank or a sub-tank being filled. Why? Oh, this is good progress. That's 2. I need a separate counter for all the 1-ups I'm gonna freaking pick up. Okay, that's 3. Another one! Alright. We are ready to go, so we will just slap a state down. make this. Oh, jeez! It'll make this impossible climb. I can't change off this weapon because it's still on. No. Oh no, Sigma! The blueberry lime Sigma. Alright. Okay, Velgarder. I'm unfortunately... The dog is smarter than me. The dog is not smarter than me. I changed my mind. No dog will outdo me today. Oh, the grape? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I ran out of ammo for that gun, too. Here's a smarter idea. Let's save state at the top of the going away. Frick! Okay. We'll take the 1 HP penalty. Dogs. So I think the charge shot for this might use less ammo. It seems to use the exact amount of ammo. We're gonna be out already. Yep. Oh! He's got the Mace Windu lightsaber. Jeez. He does get his boss theme too, which is kind of interesting. I always thought this was way too intense of a boss fight, or song, for ultimately the best way to do the fight. Oops. Okay. Let's mash start so I can use off sub tank. Oh, that's a color scheme. Yes, I need a hand. I need... This is fine. He's taking a lot of damage from the shield this time. Mariato. Oh, jeez. The throw? The throw? Hand, please. A hand. No! The choke. I can't believe I'm gonna blow it. Oh, jeez. There we go. Game over. You're all Reploids. Just can't be having none of that. Whoa, this is extra flashy. This is way too flashy. And with that, the curse has been granted, or granted, has been... I don't know what you do to curses anymore. I wanted to make a Castlevania joke and my brain, everything just turned off. Yeah, never gonna see Zero again. Never gonna see Vile again. Those who sacrifice themselves, gone permanently. This is secretly the really good stuff about Mega Man, is the never-ending sorrow of the robot who has to fight for justice. I think in a really shallow way, a lot of Mega Man stuff is like, I don't want to say a ripoff, but it's very superficially Shotaro Ishimori stuff, and a little bit of Gashern. But they don't lean into this stuff enough. Only the X Buster on his hand knows for sure. I do remember seeing the Kikaider anime and just being like, man, this is just Mega Man X. Little did I know, it was the other way around. Baldabow, Road Attackers, B-Blader. These are all very good names, and we will go over them again in just a moment. Tombot! The sun rises on a new day. It's a little overcast today, though. What's going on? The palette. What's the one? They did not have any of this in the... Ooh, this is a good palette. Instead of like it slowly becoming day, it's just getting a sampler pack down at the paint shop. Octopardo. Oh, my mouse been there that whole time. Dang it! I had that off. I had that on specifically so I could point at robots, and it didn't need to be on. He really needs to be giving a thumb up. He had that look about him. There he is. There he goes. What a color on that man. Sorry. I forgot about Sub-Zero. And me. I played the game. I think we have the actual credits after this. And then if you sit here long enough... Ooh. This is just the password screen. Professor F. Oma Oma. Special thanks to everybody else. Alright, for completion's sake, we have to sit here and let Sigma get his scrub quotes out of him. I miss passwords, just because password screens could be an avenue for hot jams. But I'm glad they found a place for it in the staff role, too. Oh, here we go. Oh no. And that's game. You can't do anything after the screen. I'm pressing all the buttons. But with that out of the way, we can now close the game. Put the BGM back on. And go into Photoshop. Okay. We have ourselves here a handy little tier list. And we have ourselves on a different screen a handy little collection of robots that, as they appear in Mega Man X1. Well, they are in alphabetical order, so let's just attack them in alphabetical order. I'm gonna need to make this canvas a little smaller. This poor man can't be seen. That's gonna be not big enough. That'll do. Alright, here we have our first contestant, Almond Hopper. Almond Hopper is a little skid bug robot who exists to actually fertilize and do agricultural work. But because he's a maverick now, he just drops bombs. However, because he originated as an agricultural robot, he is not just a war machine, he is a good lad, so we're gonna just tuck him up here in the A tier for now. Continuing in alphabetical order, we have the Armor Soldier. This guy exists just to pilot a mech. He's a soldier. He sucks. F tier immediately. Soldier robots are no good. We don't want no soldier robots. I swear I'm gonna miss that zoom in, zoom out 1,000 times. Now we have Axe Max, the lumberjack robot. He is actually supposed to be a real lumberjack robot. He's not just a guard machine who looks like a robot lumberjack. However, how many trees are you going to cut down with your peg leg there, buddy? I don't think he's very efficient. I don't think he's a very good robot, but he does have a purpose. So we're gonna stash him here in the B tier for now. He is totally serviceable. Awesome. Figure out where I put my chat again. Oh, we have a heavy hitter coming up here. We got Ball to Bow, who is useless. Even as a sentry robot, he has no armaments, so he can't even do his job. He just walks around and steps on things. However, he is only the size of Mega Man X, and Mega Man X is not big, so we're gonna move him down here. He gets to be above Armor Soldier because he's at least shaped like a friend. Oh, here is a personal favorite. Personal friend of the stream. Gaton Bone. He is just a bat. He seemingly has no purpose but to be a bat. Let's double check our resources here. He's a patrol robot, technically. So, I can respect that. He's not... Patrol robots... I guess they can be okay. I guess we can let him off the hook and put him, I think, above Axe Max, because this is actually, I had a second thought about Axe Max here. This is the far-flung future. Deforestation should probably be a problem. So why do we need lumberjacks anymore? You're getting knocked down. Baton, B tier for Baton. And along with him, we have the Retro Baton, which I think we can't call one Baton a bad Baton. One better than the other, so they're just gonna hang out together. I think that would be unfair. Continuing down our alphabetic list, we have Bomb Bean, the bee that drops bombs. I don't know, they're a weapon robot. So their whole purpose is just to drop bombs, even though they are shaped like bees. However, so I think that makes them a little cuter than our boy Armor Soldier, but they aren't round. I also don't care much for bees personally, so I'm gonna put them a little bit lower than old Ball to Bow, and we'll reevaluate in a little bit. Here we go. A hero, a legend in his original color scheme. The Cragman, the true Rockman. I think the thing about him think the thing about him is that I don't remember what his actual purpose is. Oh, he's an excavation, not an excavation. He's a geological robot, obviously. He's made out of rocks. But he don't have rocks in his head. Yeah, he's a research robot. He works in places with mass wasting. So I think that makes him pretty okay. He's not cute. He's not a sentry robot. So I'm not really sure where he should be. I think I'm gonna put him lower than the batons for now, but still in that solid B tier. We got a good one. We got a good one here. And technically the last robot you encountered on your quest to fight Sigma. The Creeper. The little caterpillar robot. Purpose unknown. He's just a wee little caterpillar. For finding out he has actually no purpose, there's just a robot caterpillar that exists for some reason. He's like the Noodles, but he has a little more personality. He's the king of the mountain. And going from one of the last robots we see to one of the first, we have the Crusher, a demolition robot. So he does have a purpose. I think demolition is valuable. I do question why he is shaped like the Grand Theft Auto. Why is he the helicopter from that Grand Theft Auto Vice City mission? You know, like what? Why doesn't he have anything cooler than propellers? He also kind of is weirdly shaped, so I'm not sure how that makes me feel. I don't think he's as good as Cragman or Baton. He's definitely better than Axmax. So I think he's gonna be our baseline. He's a good what's the word that I want? The research word. The control. He's a good control. He's neutral. He's the robot upon which all other robots are judged. And so speaking of that, we have Dig Labor, the laborer robot. He's literally a miner. He's literally just a coal miner. Well, maybe I'll click the right link here. Double check my lore. Yeah. His purpose is obvious. However, he does giggle when he hits you, which our friend Axmax does as well. However, Axmax is a deforestation. Actually, here's another thing. Why aren't we still mining in the Earth in the year 22XX? So, I think that puts him above full Axmax here. But, I don't know. He's a working robot, and I can respect that, as a working robot. So I think... you can just stay there. I feel this is good. You're not quite a Cragman. I think we'll just put him here instead, so he can directly compare himself to Cragman, and it's like a bodybuilding goal. Like, first I was weak and nobody liked me, but then when I got Crag arms, I was a jerk and everybody loved me. We have some bad robots here coming up. Just a couple to knock out real quick. The Flame Dasher, or the Dodge Blaster. He's just a turret. He is a turret that has gained sentience, so you get to hang out down here. You're going straight to the old F tier. Along with that, we also have Flamer, who is the stationary flamethrower turret. Barely even a robot. In fact, he's less of a robot than old Dodge Blaster here, so he doesn't even get to be on the tier list. He gets to sit it out. Oh, good one. Good one coming up next. Flamingo, the zoo robot. He belongs in a zoo. He belongs in a museum, but he belongs in a zoo. And they decided, in order to make him dangerous, they give him a cute little buzzsaw that he throws. That's his only armament. Like, in terms of like game design, I feel like a future game you could just like his legs wouldn't have hurt boxes. Like you would just be able to go zoop right through his legs and that'd be good. He's a very tall lad. Like, let's do a real quick size comparison. Baldabeau versus Flamingle. Baldabeau would not stand a chance. This is a good like A/B test here. Flamingo versus Baldabeau. Can your zoo ostrich defeat the Sentry robot? Probably. I think your Sentry robot might not be any good. But he is just a robot to be on display. So I feel like that's kind of the ideal thing to do. It's a robot that's on display. So he gets to exist up here, kind of just riding between A and B tier, I feel like. He's got a long body, so it's kind of hard to see where he actually belongs. That I just quite don't understand in this dang old video game. The Gulper. The Gulper. He's not a zoo robot. He is like a sort of a Sentry robot, but his Sentry purpose is to swallow. He exists to vor, but he also explodes. Like, he can't do his job. He's not that cute either. He's got a weird body. He's got the lips. He's got like the bags under the things. His weird sack body in the back is very strange. I feel like it being brown, like I feel does him no favors. But I still think he's better than Axmax. I think the problem is that Axmax is still too high on this tier list. So let's move him down a little bit. Here we go. We have another chud, another dud. I called him a chud, and I was like, what's the other word that I want? Is it dud? No, that sounds too much like chud. It's Gunvolt. Man, forget Gunvolt. He's slightly better than Armor Soldier here, but not by much. He's interesting looking. He works out at the library, like... He's got the big head. His name is also Gunvolt, so that's a good name. Ooh, another hot garbage robot come up here with an unpronounceable name. The Hoganmer? Hoganmer. Like Hulk Hogan. So this robot is probably a racist. He is just like Sniper Joe, but they took away his gun and gave him a mace instead. I don't know. I feel negatively about Hoganmer. So I think he can exist right here in the trifecta of loserdom with the Gunvolt and the Armor Soldier. Here is a strange enemy, one that only exists on one stage. Hotarian, the light bug. He's just a little lamp. He's an angry little lamp. Look at him. He's got them angry eyebrows. But I feel like he just exists to run into you. No, what? I know, I can't. I don't know. He's a mysterious sort, I feel like, this Hotarian. I like him a little better than the old Crusher here, though. Just because he's a light bulb with wings. He's an angry light bulb with wings. It doesn't leave much as a robot, but it's a really cute design. So I think that earns him some right to be better than Crusher. Why are there two of these? I'm gonna skip this one because it's not a real. He'll partner up with somebody later. We got another big loser here. The brother of the Crusher, the Jaminger. Jaminger is a good name, honestly, though. He's just a sentry robot, kind of like Baldebeau. But if we go back and take another look at Baldebeau here, we'll see that there's a keen difference between Baldebeau and Jaminger here. Whereas Jaminger has spikes on him. He can at least, like, stab you. Like, another test. Can your sentry robot be defeated by this other sentry robot? Very easily. He also giggles at you when he hits you. He is the trifecta of gigglers, along with Axmax and Diglabor here. Jaminger, though, I don't know. He's got a good color scheme too. The purple. I don't know if you know this. Purple's all right. He also kind of looked like he's just done with it. Like, if he didn't laugh, he'd just be looking like he's having a perpetually bad day with that little frown. I think that gives him a little bit more charm. He doesn't look intimidating, but I think that's fine. So I think for him, as far as he's like the best of the military robots because he's just a defensive thing, and I can respect that. I don't think he's as good as Crackman, so I think Crackman needs to move up a little. Jaminger needs to exist here. I think that'll be good. Ooh, we have another hero. Another absolutely good boy. We're going straight to S tier. We have Ladder Yatter, the gecko robot. He is also a sentry robot. He has a specific purpose, which is to look out for poachers in the forest. He is not in the forest stage. He does not. There's a whole forest stage, and he just ain't there. He's in Kawanger stage on the tower, climbing ladders, which makes it. I guess that's his purpose. His name is Ladder Yatter, but there ain't ladders in no forest. So, I think for that purpose, he can't beat the creeper. I think he exists on equal with our Almond Hopper here. Aren't these two? No, I don't think there's a. Ooh, I don't think there's a Gecko Common Rider. I think this would be a good duo for a Tokusatsu hero set. You got the classic Hopper, and then you got a Gecko. Let's just. We can skip this next one because he overlaps. We got another good boy, a mysterious boy, but he's foolproof. I feel like we have the Mad Pecker. He's gonna perch him right here. The Mad Pecker can mash at 20 hertz, 20 times a second. Not bad, not superhuman. But what purpose does he serve? It is unknown. He's just a Mad Pecker. I also think like Mad Pecker is a good insult. You just call someone a Mad Pecker online, see how they react. Because he doesn't have a stated purpose, and all he does is like exist to produce creepers. Like he's a creeper producing machine, so he should exist in this area. But I don't know. I can't make him outrank Almond Hopper and Ladder Yatter. I think he will exist right in this space, though. I think he will. Him and Flamingo will be good buddies. Ooh. Another good lad here. I can appreciate this boy. Stand up and salute him. The Megatortoise. Megatortoise is good because he is similarly a zoo robot like Flamingo here, but they realized instead of giving him a buzzsaw, let's put big freaking guns on his back. Like, they solved him. They made him actually useful towards his purpose, and he had a previous purpose before becoming a war machine. So I feel like for that purpose, he can exist up here. He's kind of like he has to exist with the old Common Hopper here. He's also purple, and that's got it. He's got that same color scheme. I noticed there's a lot of robots. We got Ladder Yatter, we got Megatortoise, and we got Jaminger. They all got that similar color scheme. It's a good color scheme. Just a little bit of gold on there, purple, a little too much red. I feel like this is unfair to include this guy because he's technically not from this game series. The old metal, old Me Tool, can't get rid of him. He also looks like a little strange. He has the old Mega Man 1 eyes, whereas everybody else here has, I guess Baton. Yeah, see him and Baton, they have the big eyes, whereas everyone else has the not human eyes. They don't have the kind eyes of a human. So I feel like for that purpose, we're gonna just tuck him right here. He's okay, but he's out of place. Okay. And so we continue. We got another bird. I feel like we've established a trouble zone here. Because we got all the military robots that are explicitly military based. We got some other weirdos. We got the Sentry. We got Cragman who's good. We got all these other good boys up here. But where the heck does Metal Wing fit in? Because he's kind of he's a bird. He's got the beak. He can hang out here with the boys. But I don't think he belongs there. Because he's kind of just like a military robot. He also doesn't do anything. He just kind of slams into you in Armadillo stage. And to that effect, he's mostly just shot down. Well, we're not here rating these guys as Mega Man X enemies. We're rating here as robots. And I feel like he's just he's a drone that looks cool. And drones aren't that cool. He's not as he doesn't giggle at you is what I'm getting at. He doesn't have a personality like old Jaminger here. So I don't think in good conscience we can rate him higher than Jaminger. I think he kind of falls in line with, these guys, they kind of look like they're made for each other. A little smooch. I think we'll just leave him right here. Right here with Goldfur. They are components of one another. Or, not components. The word escapes me currently. But along with that, along with those two, speaking of not components, I need, what's the word? The word is counterparts. Speaking of counterparts, we have Planty, the bedhead cousin of Metal. But I think the important thing that goes along with Planty is that he has a friend. And his friend is named Eyeworm. Eyeworm comes out of Planty's head. And they just kind of exist together. So I think I don't know. He has a friend, and I think that's important. All robots should just have a companion with them. But he is also just a metal. So I feel like I can't, in good conscience, I don't know. without the. Okay, here's how I feel. Metals are very weird robots that don't make any sense because all they do is shoot guns and have hard hats. You've taken away the hard hat and the gun from the metal, and now he's just kind of camouflaged. And he doesn't shoot; he just drops these annoying worms. So he no longer has a purpose. He's no longer as effective at his purpose, but he is kind of cuter. I guess that is kind of a fair trade-off then. I feel like because of that, he can exist on both planes. I feel like he can't be similar to the Baton and the old Baton. They just have to exist together. Oh, here we go. We've solved the tier list. Going straight to the top again because we have the man, the myth, the legend, the one who will overthrow Creeper as the best. It's Rabbit. Rabbit isn't also a zoo robot, but he is a rabbit robot. Rabbit robot named Rabbit. You would think, again, similar to Flamingo and Megatortoise here. They gave him a gun. They modified him, and they made his ears a gun. I feel like you should just have that anyways. I feel like rabbits need to be able to protect themselves, especially robot rabbits. He has no hands, so what's he gonna do? Top away? No. He's gonna turn around and blast you. So I think for that purpose, Rabbit stands at the top, just over Creeper, but Creeper's good. Here's another weird one, I feel like. Not sure how to exactly feel. I feel like I'm telling how I feel, like scrolling all the way down immediately. But we got Road Attacker. Why? Wheels aren't very effective, like, transportation, especially in the future. You never see... I'm just saying, like, in the future games, they have hover bikes. And here he is, just with 4 wheels, driving along, causing trouble. He's kind of his only purpose is to attack on the highway, which he only exists on the highway. I don't know. He's not, technically has to be better than Baldibo. Like, Baldibo, I don't know. Alright, here's a point in his favor. For no purpose is that he has the gas line. He has the Zaku 2 gas line. Oh, his car has spikes on the front. That's a good little touch to be dangerous. An excuse. Like, you don't need the cow catcher on there. I feel like for that purpose he can exist. He has to exist slightly more than Baldibo. He's like Baldibo goes through a chrysalis and becomes this man. Look, they got the same color scheme. They got the little dippy on the head. They're both blue. I feel like this man is like the evolved form of Baldibo. So I feel like with that lore discovery, he gets to exist slightly higher. Here's a good one, because his name reveals slightly how I feel about it. Rolling Gabiola. Garbage robot. He serves no purpose. He's just an obstacle. He just slides around. He's a Roomba with knives taped to him. Roomba's barely a robot. I could do what a Roomba does, and I could do it better. I can also look very good while doing it. But don't worry about that. Garbage. He's so garbage that I accidentally dragged him off the canvas, and he's been erased from existence. Oh, here's a good guy. Here's a man I respect. Rush Rotor. Rush Rotor is the leader of a biker gang. Oh, someone changed it. I'm reconfirming my data here. Oh, yeah, he's also not in the end credits. That's weird. Someone changed his thing. I feel like that's unfortunate. Brushroader's a good guy. He's like a little biker man. He has no mouth. He just has his little pony arms. He's a troublemaker robot, not a cop robot. I can respect that. He also kind of just does that cool little like donut when you shoot him once. Like he doesn't know what to do. He's an anxious troublemaker. So I feel like that gives him a little bit more credit, like than old Crusher here. Crusher here has no personality. Flaming Ale or Jamminger has a little bit of personality, but they're kind of like cousins too. I feel like because they got the pointies. Brushroader's way angrier. He's having a good time. He has a little bit of a duck lip on him. I feel like for that purpose, he has to be like slightly higher. I think he can exist kind of in this space between Cragman and Jamminger. I'm gonna be rude. Luz is DMing me, unaware that I'm streaming, and asking me questions about Metal Gear. Moving around. Alright. I feel like this is kind of mean. Because, like, you can't get a sense of purpose for this man. You only get the empathy of Scrap Robo here. Who was this man? What did he do? What was his life like? I feel like for that purpose, we can't accurately rate him. He's got a good design. He was a big man. If he had legs, he would probably like just rest his arm on top of old Dig Labor here. I feel like because we don't have a sense of purpose for this one, we can't really like give him a proper judgment. I feel like he has to exist outside, but he gets to exist outside in a neutral capacity and not outside like he's totally shit like the flamethrower is. In that same sense, we have another man here. Just Scrap. Oh, he's not. We know who this man is. We know this man. We can identify him. I've never realized this before. But he's this man. He's the Ouroboros. Look at that. We've uncovered some secret knowledge about Mega Man X. I wonder how other people knew this. I've never put these together. Like, this is the Ouroboros head. That's actually a very good detail. I really appreciate that going on here. So I feel like for that purpose, we can fairly disregard him, and we can jump ahead to Ouroboros here. Ouroboros, he's a sea snake. He's got a good color scheme. I like the segmented body, the blast processing body that you would normally see. I feel like that's a good aesthetic that doesn't get represented anywhere outside of Genesis games and Super Nintendo games, where you have the segments that kind of just magnetize together. Kind of like how the Atlas Gundam has these segments, but his arms and legs are balls like that. I feel like that's a good design. And he's got a little smug face too. I appreciate that. I feel like he can be up here with Jamminger. Actually, let's check his lore real quick, just to be safe. Just make sure he didn't have a purpose before he existed, before he became a baddie. Doesn't seem there's any lore attached to Little Ouroboros here. He is just kind of an eel. Oh, he has a cute name though. Utsubo is Japanese for moray eel. So Ouroboros makes him the eel Ouroboros. That's pretty cool. Doesn't reflect his design. He has a good name. I think that gives him a good little bump up, kind of in the same level as Cragman. I feel like he can just go right here for now. We'll return to our old things. It begins to downpour here on the moon. I don't know how to feel about this guy. I don't think he's very good. I feel like he's a bit of a... Sea robots, I feel like, are hard to rate. Especially because his name is Sea Attacker. He's just a seahorse. He doesn't have any purpose besides, like, be a gun. So he is a military robot. He's a camouflaged military robot. So I feel like he kind of falls in line with these guys. Like, this would be, like... To go back to the Toku, these are, like, the bad versions, and then we got the real guys up here. Ladder Yatter, Almond Hopper, and Megatortoise. So Sea Attacker, Gulper, and Metal Wing can just kind of form their own little trio here. Oh, again, this guy. I skipped one that was similar to him, but I feel like we have to talk about him a little bit. Signfaller. I feel like Signfaller, you look at this guy, he's the missing the connection here. He's the baby form. Maybe depending on which stone you use, you can evolve into either of these. But he doesn't do anything. He's just annoying. He's just he exists to pump India. So in that sense, he is kind of a Roomba. And then he flies away. Like, I don't know. He doesn't serve much of a purpose. He just kind of... He's an RC helicopter more than a robot. But he doesn't have any main armament, so I feel like I don't know. He's bad at his job. He's a Baldabo. He's a Baldabo tier, but he's not as cute as Baldabo. So I feel like that immediately he has to be down with Armor Soldier. Armor Soldier at least kind of looks like a Zaku, even though he is just a Sniper Joe. I didn't notice this man is literally just like Sniper Joe. Same head shape. Literally a Mega Man with the features filed off, so it becomes a little even more worse. And to go along with it, like, okay, this man has to have good lore. I like this. I hate this enemy in the game, but as a robot, he's very good. The Skyclaw. He's a little helicopter, but he moves stuff. He has a purpose in his life. He literally worked in an airfield. He could move luggage. He can transport things short distances. He's very annoying, but he immediately has to be like better than these guys. He's a helpful little boy too, so he has to be better than these guys, but he's not cute. Skyclaw is not cute. He has no humanoid face. He has no humanoid features. He just has his little suction cup in it. You can kind of argue that his little joints here are eyes. I think that's okay. That gives him a little bit of charm. But he can't approach Ladder Yatter in cuteness. He's nowhere near Rabbit. But I feel like there is a certain charm to robots that don't look like anything. He's utilitarian, kind of in a boring way. So I feel like kind of in this zone is where we could rank the old Skyclaw here. Here's another one that I like. I like him. He's grown on me because I discovered he has a bit of a personality. The Snow Shooter. The little guard robots that throw iron balls that turn into rolling boulders of snow outside of Chill Penguin stage. That's all his purpose is, so he's kind of like barely a robot. But when he gave up, like if you stand here, if you stand where Diglabor is on him, he'll just not move anymore and be like, well, alright, I guess I'm done. And you would think it's robots have to have an IFF signal, a friend or foe signal. So you could technically say like, oh, he's designed when something comes into proximity of him, it is assumed to be maintenance or someone coming to turn him off or do something like that, so it'll stop moving. But it should be able to like intelligently figure that out and not just be like, oh, anything is here. So he clearly knows when like he's in danger. So I feel like that's kind of charming and sad in its own way. I feel like he can go up here with these boys, but he's not quite. I have to rank him. I have to expand the list here a little bit because he's not useful in any way. He has no good purpose. He just have a purpose. He does have a little bit of personality. So, speaking of robots that got no purpose, hunks of junk, stupid wheels, spiky. I respect the Mazinger grill. I respect how mad he is. But this is not a robot. This is just an obstacle. This is like the neighbor kids back in the 20s would push this guy with a stick down the street. You know? So I feel like for that purpose, he has to exist down here with these boys. He is more dangerous than the Signfaller, not as dangerous as the Bomb Bean. He's technically more dangerous than Baldibo. I feel like but he's not as cute. I feel like we have like I'm gonna make a card game where the elements are kind of these guys, where you have it's cute but ineffective, kind of cute but not effective role, slightly effective but not aesthetically pleasing, useless and garbage but very effective at its job. I feel like this boy has to come up a little higher just because I use like ranking these guys by utility. Gunvolt at least has multiple armaments. This guy's good at his job, so I feel like they have to be ranked similarly. We're almost out of the main robots here. I didn't realize this guy. Oh, I know where he's coming from. Okay, we have a mysterious robot. Here's one I just don't understand. Tombot, this little mosquito robot, this dragonfly robot. He exists in cold climate. He comes out of the igloos in Chill Penguin stage. There's a lot of things I like forgive, like sensibly about where these robots get stationed, but Tombot exists in the Arctic to be a dragonfly, and he just drops bombs. He's kind of like the antithesis of the Creeper. So I sort of feel like for that purpose, he kind of exists like with these guys, but he's not quite as good. He's not. This is where the downfall of Max. Yeah, that seems about right. Because he's kind of similar to these guys, where he is aesthetically a robot, but he is more just War Machine. But unlike these guys, he's in the wrong place, and he's also not good at his job. He also doesn't have a cute name. I guess Tombo is Japanese for dragonfly, but they localized it wrong. He's just Tomba. Oh, here's another guy. Another guy does not DNF, does not get to be on the list at all. He's hiding behind Baldibo here. Here he is. Turn cannon. Turn cannon is just a turret. He is literally colored the same way as this turret. It's the flamethrower turret, so they get to exist in perfect harmony down here together. I think we will continue and just hit some of the mini bosses and some of the non-Maverick or non-Reploid bosses. We already got Uroboros on here, so we go, let's just have the other mini boss in Octopardo stage. The Anglerg. Anglerg? I don't know why. Anglerg. I don't know. He is just like like a submarine for attacking. I do like he has a clever push and pull attack. Like it's very like I can't think of the robot that I want. It's not a robot. It's like the Magneto gravity push, where this man could perpetually keep Mike Hager out of his attack range. Like he would be super effective if you went against Zero, because he could just push and pull Zero out of this range. Like say Dig Labor is Zero, you have to be like right here, and you either get sucked in or shoved backwards. So I feel like he's pretty good at his job. I don't think he's very interesting looking though. Like he is definitely of the same ilk of these lads, but he's kind of big. He's big and chunky boy. Big boy season can be here. I feel like, yeah, you know what? I feel like he can be right here, right in the middle. Not quite as good as Dig Labor. Slightly better than these guys. Better than Road Attacker. I feel like that's fair. On the same hand, we have, or rather the flip side, again, another sort of counterpart issue is the B-Blader, the B-Helicopter. These guys, they can't rank as much as higher because their main purpose is to carry Baldabos, and Baldabos are garbage. Baldabos can't do anything. The B-Blader, you rip out all the Baldabos inside of him and make another B-Blader. He would be slightly better, so I feel like he has more utility than Road Attacker, but technically he would also have more utility than the Angler. I don't know. He doesn't have an eye though. I feel like that's another thing that kind of betrays the B-Blader here. Is he just has the cool visor. I don't know. I don't think I can accurately rank B-Blader by purpose. He's also kind of more of a vehicle. I wonder what kind of hijinks B-Blader gets into on the weekends when he's not on duty. So I think we will put him kind of right here. Here's a lad we can make an accurate assessment about, because he kind of has a very purposeful purpose, but he's also in the same league as the old Dig Labor here. The Mole Borer. He's got treads, so immediately he has to be better than Road Attacker. I feel like he has to be better than Angler here, but I don't think I can make him better than Crusher. Crusher, you can, well, he technically doesn't have to just bore for digging. He's not, there's a lot of things you can tear down. He can also be in deconstruction. I feel like he has to rank similar to Crusher, but maybe slightly better. I feel like he can be over here. His design's also pretty good. He's kind of like a flattened out Getter 3. He's got the color scheme, he's got the treads, he's got the big arms. I feel like he can kind of exist. He's got the tube. The tube is an important part of any robot design, any retro robot design. I have no tubes. At least no exposed tubes. But we're not here to rank me. We're here to rank all of these boys. Here he is, the RT55J. Unfortunately, not in his Easter egg color scheme. So he's an athlete robot. I feel like that immediately he has to be up here because he's a Yokozuna. That is his backstory. I can respect the wrestling, the spirit, the fighting spirit, and it's just like he's a fighting robot, but he's not a military robot. Photosynthesis warning? Turmeric extract? 3 hours ago? What? What am I looking at? Oh no! I'm the robot. What are you talking about? I can't be my own OC. That just wouldn't make any sense. Well, technically, I am an original creation. Do not steal. Oh no, the eye tracking. I can't look into the camera. I need to... Do not steal. There we go. Thank you. I do think I look pretty cool. Oh no, I forgot what happens when the moves are centered. That when you zoom in, it goes straight to the titty. Yeah! Pay no attention to that, please. Please don't. Well, that's the part people will see the most. You know? The head is kind of what matters. Everything above the shoulders is the most important part. Except I'm way too zoomed in. I need to get small again. I am going through all of the enemies. Oh no, I'm not going to be able to cut the same size as I was before. I am going through all of the enemies in Mega Man X1 and rating them as robots. Robot to robot ratings. And putting them on this tier list. I'll give you a quick overview. Because we are approaching the end. I'm running out of robots to rank here. Did he do this? Am I inadvertently stealing his content? Because if I am, good. It's my content now. I am reclaiming it. I'm the robot. I get to have opinions here. Yeah, I know he did some video about Mega Man X. Before I did this, I played a Mega Man X Randomizer, which was a nightmare through and through. But these are all Mega Man X Randomizers. Oh, thank you for the follow too. So, in the Mega Man X games and Mega Man 1, I suppose, or the Mega Man Classic, there are a lot of robots, and some of them are not purposely designed to be obstacles. Some of them are just robots that have been repurposed to be obstacles or combatants. You have guys like Rabbit here. Rabbit is a zoo robot who is a rabbit. So he's a robot rabbit named Rabbit, and to make him an effective sentry robot, they turned his ears into guns. So I feel like that immediately. Oh, has it been? Oh, you're right. Holy crap. The music was way too loud. It's just fine. I've just been mumbling to myself for the last 20 minutes about this. Is this a mafioso situation where they have to come back and repay this debt? The one time you reminded me that my music was way too freaking loud. Now I'm gonna have to whack a guy or off a guy or whack off a guy. Yeah, the bottom of the graph, as we've been going, there are a lot of junky military robots down here. So we have guys like Baldebo. Baldebo is a sentry robot who has no armaments, but he's also meant to kind of attack. So he's kind of useless, but he is very cute. We have Gunvolt. Gunvolt is very good at his job, but he has no arms. He looks like he works out at the library. We got Hoganmer, who is named after Hulk Hogan, so you know he's no good. And he is just kind of a Sniper Joe with a mace. Armor Soldier, garbage. He just rides a mech. Sign Roller or Sign Faller. Sign Roller. Sign Fielder. If his name was Sign Fielder, I'd like him more. He's kind of just another crappy sentry robot. Spiky, who is a wheel. He just turns and falls over and dies. Bomb Bean, who is a bee who drops bombs. We can respect that. And then we got some crappy turrets. These guys are just these two are just normal ass turrets. This one rotates, this one shoots flames. This one at least moves up and down on a wall, so I feel like I can respect that more as a robot. He knows how to get out of danger and be annoying. And then some other quick entries on this list. We got Max Axe, who's a lumberjack. I don't know why in the far-flung future we still have lumberjacks. I feel like deforestation is already a massive problem. Tombot, who is no good. These guys are not zoo robots, unlike these guys up here. This group of robots up here were zoo robots that were put guns and blades onto. These guys didn't exist in a zoo. They're just a bird, a fish, a seahorse, and a dragonfly. Yeah, they translated his name as Tombot, even though Tanbo is the Japanese word for dragonfly. So, children in 1991, when Mega Man X came out, that were fluent in Japanese could no longer get the pun. Calm down, calm down. There are no tomboys. A major failing of the Mega Man X franchise is the utter lack of tomboys. But yeah, that's kind of like the quick overview. These are bad, useless military robots who aren't cute. We got some cute troublemakers. You know, we got Jaminger. He just kind of has spikes on him, but he looks like he's having a perpetually bad day. And I can get behind that. It looks like these two guys, they're brothers. And this is the one that has a good time. And this one that's just like, he's had the joy of adulthood. The joy of life sucked out of him by adulthood. I'm nearly done. I was just talking about the RT-55J, who was a Yokozuna sumo robot. The ostrich? What's wrong with the flamingo here? He's just got a buzzsaw on his head. He's a zoo robot. He is a zoo robot, so to make him an effective guard, they put a buzzsaw on his head. Why? He is a dumbass ostrich. My favorite thing is like the places they put him. They put him in like Chill Penguin's Arctic stage, and then like in a mine shaft. He's not somewhere where he even like blends in. They just kind of pick him up and put him down like he's a turret. He also has a pretty slow reaction speed. You can usually just blow him up before he even does anything. So he's like, they repurposed the zoo robot, and he's not even like, they put more effort than probably what they gained out of that. So let's move on. We have another lad here who makes no sense to me. Let's move over here just so we have some fresh space. We got the Thunder Slimer. The Thunder Slimer was based off an experiment to say, how big can a single-celled organism be? Which doesn't make any sense because he's a robot. Robots don't have like cells like that. He probably operates in the same sense of like how like a single-celled organism does, but he's big, so that kind of doesn't make as much sense. He also had to grow for 10 years. So it took them 10 years to make this dumbass thing. I have just noticed now that he has a face. He has two little eyes and a little mealy face here. So I can respect that. He's kind of like, he's like, what if Sinistar was dumb? You know? So I feel like I can't, he's not a good robot. He doesn't have much purpose. He doesn't look very cool. He's kind of a goof. So for that purpose, I feel like he kind of has to be low tier. He's not even technically like a military robot. He does look cooler. I don't know. I feel like kind of like in this zone. I don't know. Road Attacker? Is he better than Road Attacker? Road Attacker is a car robot. Is he? Is he hot? He's a Thunder Slimer. Like the like a key piece that's missing here is that he has a gel around him. So like his key art looks like this. And you can definitely see more of his little mealy dumb face in this art than you can see in his sprite. But I don't know. I don't care for him. I don't much like him. He doesn't have utility. He does have personality. But I don't know. I feel like he kind of exists in the same sort of nebulous space. Alright, he's better than Max Axe, though. Max Axe continues to fall. I feel like we can kind of like put him here with these guys. I think like he has the reverse problem of most robots. Most robots have no personality, but they're very useful. But he has no purpose except he looks kind of funny. He looks like he'd have a good time. Is like if he had more of a if he had more like appendages, like we attach the old wait, does this work or are these JPEGs? Oh, here we go. We like fuse these two guys together. Now we're talking. Now we're like, this is a party. I feel like I've created a really good robot here. I feel like I've massively improved Thunder Slammer on accident. Micro utility. Oh man, like this new robot, these two guys. How do I combine them? I don't think I'm gonna be able to figure out how to combine them. I just want to leave him here. I like this combination way too much. Oh, that's actually the end of the mini bosses, but we also have let's say 4 more robots to just knock out here real quick. We have a robot I despise. I hate him. No good. Bow Spider. The boss spider, Bow Spider. He is an invincible sentry robot, but because of his attack pattern where he zips down and crashes into the floor, the little shield that covers his highly important weak spot that flashes bright red flips up and makes him vulnerable for a split second. So he's no longer invincible. Because he is a military robot, I don't feel good about him, but he is highly effective at his job. Like anybody who enters a room with Bow Spider isn't getting out. Unless they have shotgun ice. So let's say, I say he gets to be the highest rated military robot because he's better than Crusher, he's better than Anglurge, he's better than the Beeblader. Just in terms of like aesthetic and purpose and functionality, I have to respect the game as much as I hate him. So I feel like for that purpose, he gets to kind of exist up here. He gets to exist in the same sort of space as Ouroboros. I think Ouroboros has a cooler aesthetic. He has like the Mega Drive body. I feel like you don't see this in anything besides like Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis games, where it's parts that are kind of segmented, but they kind of just move together. Like you can imagine these are actually all magnetized together. The Atlas Gundam has a similar sort of aesthetic to this, as I was talking about to myself. So I appreciate that and how he looks, but I feel like that makes him cooler than Bow Spider, even though Bow Spider is better at his job. Speaking of people that are bad at their job, as my voice unit starts to fail me. Rangda, you don't even get to see his full body. He's a giant wall. He's just a big ass wall robot. I don't know. I don't like him. Don't catch care for him. He is a culmination of turrets. But I feel like when you get him like all smushed down here, you get to see his funny little face. What is the lore on old Rangda here? He's defective too. I like the lore for all of the end game bosses is that they have a massive defect that makes them suck. The walls, so Rangda has 2 walls. Is my cursor not showing up? Oh no, it's just because it's colorized. Weird. Randomizer is supposed to have 2 walls that come from the side here that crush, but they stop about here, and his nose bounces around. So he's actually just supposed to crush you, but he can't because he's designed badly. Defects are charming, I feel like. That's kind of like why Bow Spider has a little bit of charm to him, even though he's bad at his job, but... Or it impairs his job, similar to Randomizer. So I feel like for that purpose, I don't know. I feel like this is a good spot for him. Again, he's not much of a robot, as he is just a security mechanism. But I feel like he has much more charm and much more ability than old Max Axe here. Max Axe's stock has fallen drastically throughout this entire process. Whoa. Interesting. Oh, word? Okay. I've learned another interesting bit of lore. We got D-Rex here. D-Rex is supposed to be a much bigger robot. He is the tank robot you fight. He's the penultimate defense to Sigma's base. But he's supposed to be bigger. They rushed him, and all they got was this head, and they put the head on a Trevor tank. He's kind of like the Zeong, where they didn't finish the legs. So that's pretty charming. Again, he is just a security measure robot. I like his eye, though. He's got that little bit of a white on his eye. I feel like it gives him a little more personality. I feel like, should he exist in the same sort of space? Like, he's not... he is not a full robot. He is just a tank. So he's kind of like in the zone of these guys. But he is a Rex. He is the king of Ds. I feel like he can kind of just be here. Poor Diglabor. Diglabor is made bad company. So I feel like that's just kind of like how that shakes out. I feel like this kind of like ends up being the zone for military robots that are cool, at least. You get a lot of mileage out of being cool. Alright, last robot to be rated. I feel like he's a good one. I feel like he's gonna escape the B tier. I think we're gonna immediately just kind of go right here because we got a Velgarder, Sigma's dog. He's a dog robot. He's a puppy. He's purple too. Good color. Good color on him. He's like Sigma's personalized dog robot. Like Sigma purposely had him built to be his good buddy. He does not get enough respect from Sigma, I feel like, for that, but I think that's a very cool detail as far as robot pets go. He's kind of like, oh god, he looks more like a Shern's dog than... The Friender. I forgot Shern's dog was named Friender. Friender's a good name. He's a lot like, oh, Velgarder and Friender. He's a good looking robot. He also has fire and ice attacks. Like that's good utility. You want your drinks hot or cold? Velgarder's got you. I feel like you just put a cup holder like on his head and he can heat and chill them at the same time. So I feel like that's pretty good. He also doesn't have anything like ridiculous. Like you could domesticate Velgarder pretty easily. He doesn't have any swords or anything you need to remove from him to make him just into a nice little robot. So I feel like he gets to kind of be up here. He's kind of like the reverse of these guys, where these guys got amped up a little bit to be attack robots, where this guy you can tone him down and make him into a good friend. So I feel like we'll place him kind of right there and kind of take another quick overview. work our way from the top down. Raybit, you cannot beat Raybit. He is too good. Literally unapproachable. His neutral is on point. Creeper the mystery. He's just a caterpillar robot. Why would you make a caterpillar robot? I don't know. I literally couldn't tell you, but I appreciate him. RT55J, he's a sumo. I feel like he's got the clamps too. The clamps I did not mention. I feel like any robot with clamps has just like, there's something special about him. You love a man with big clamps. Amenhopper, Ladder Yatter, Mega Tortoise, all good boys, purposeful. These two have like these two have purposes, whereas Mega Tortoise is kind of a zoo robot, so I feel like he has to go a little bit lower than these guys. Whereas these guys are also zoo robots, but they don't they are not very effective at what they do. I think Mad Peckers could be a zoo robot. He is a Mad Pecker. Skyclaw, he's a good utility, but he's not attractive in any way. There's nothing charming about him. He's very utilitarian. Cragman is, I feel like Cragman needs a little bit of a boost. Cragman works in mass wasting areas. He's a geological robot. I think I can respect that. Snow Thrower, he's a coward. I love a coward. Jaminger, I feel like all these guys are pretty good. I feel like the old Baton crew. Baton is a surveillance robot, but he is kind of... Oh, no, he's not. Is he? He is. He's, in fact, a surveillance robot. So I feel like that should raise his stock a little bit more than the metals. He should be kind of like right about here. And then the metal and planty should be a little lower. Because I feel like there's not... I can't let metal coast on his seniority, you know? Road Rusher, Hoterion. Hoterion, I feel like, I don't know, he's an angry light bulb. I feel like that kind of gets to stay there. I feel like if like you try to explain a robot to you go back in time and explain robots to early 19th century, get to the area where they have at least electricity, you'd be like, you put little angry eyes on a light bulb and they might start understanding. Mole Bearer, he gets to kind of exist there. He feels like he has more purpose. He can dig, he can demolish, he can be an effective military robot without modification. I feel like he's okay right where he belongs. Crusher is Crusher. He is kind of still, I feel very neutrally about Crusher. Demolition Robot, Jaminger, Bow Spider. Dig Labor can come up a little higher, I feel like. I feel like you could actually repurpose him out of mining. I feel like he's a good guy. I feel like I can't be too mean to Dig Labor. So I feel like here at the end, seeing the company that Dig Labor had been part of, he is better than all those guys. I feel like he gets to come. I feel like we can kind of just do a little quick hot swap here. No, I feel like this Jaminger is a little more charming than old Dig Labor. Dig Labor can exist up here. So, and I feel like I don't really want to go and talk about the bottom tier again. I'll revisit this guy though, the Thunder Slimer plus Scrap Robo. I'm going to like get rid of my lower half and just have like this single-celled organism and hover around on it. Get rid of my big robot butt and have an even bigger robot butt that's a gun. So I think... Oh, and then we have, just set to the side, this scrap piece that exists as an obstacle to go over the fact that he shows up in the scrapyard and he is actually Udoboros' head. Oh, come up. I feel like that's a really nice detail that is hard to pick up on when you're playing the game. But he is not a robot, he is just a head. And even though that's what everybody wants and everyone needs, you can't rate a head. You'll never know which one is getting the best head. So I think I am going to accept this tier list as it is and be done for the stream. I've been at this for about 2 hours. I appreciate everyone who was quietly watching along, and Turmeric Extract for the brief interjection and important details about tomboys and tomboys. Just tomboys. So I'm going to send someone the other direction.